because men don't fall in love often. You know, they take that stuff very seriously. Oh my God, bitch, I done fell in love with you, and now you gonna act like you don't want me no more, bitch? I kill you. Believe them. We went looking for help in all the wrong places. After Sarah's marriage to Sam Reed broke up, she started seeing a sweet talking, slow walking, smooth operator who I'll call Leroy Lilly. While Mr. Montague had done a lot for us, he never had a lot of money to put behind us. Leroy Lilly, however, always seemed to have serious bank. You know why? Because Mr. Leroy Lilly was probably a pimp. What I find is a consistent theme with these books written by females in the business is that there is pimping always somewhere circling them. I don't know where his money came from. Oh, yes, you do, girl. Stop it. This book is so clean, girl. You done made this book so super clean, girl. No wonder people was like, Patti ain't giving up no tea. She don't want to say it. I'ma fucking say it. That goddamn Leroy Lilly was a pimp. Not that he was pimping Sarah Dash. That's not what I'm saying. But if the best of the best are in relationships with pimps, and the pimp's got his hoes out there working for him so that he can have money to invest into his woman. I don't know what he did to get it. All I know is he had plenty of it. After my experience with Harold B. Robinson, I probably should have asked how he earned his living. I should have, but I didn't. Instead of asking questions, I took it on faith that Lilly had the answers to our problems, starting with his promise to give us all the backing we needed, from money to contacts to management. Lilly said he had a plan. He said with him as our manager, we would soon be on top. Whether we should have or not, we believed him. We were desperate, and we were ready to believe anyone who promised us the moon and said he could make us stars. After several months under Lilly's management, it started to dawn on me that his mouth had written checks his skills couldn't cash. If anything, we were in worse shape than before. We still didn't have a hit record or a new record label. As for our live shows, nothing had changed. We were still performing on the Chitlin circuit for Chicken Feed. The clubs Lilly did manage to book us in looked like Gangster City. That's because Zegga was a pimp. Okay? Diamond in the back, sunroof top, digging the scene with the gangster ling. Woo woo. Y'all, I don't know what it is about soft white underbelly, but I just be so intrigued about how them pimps be thinking. And in reality, y'all about to be mad at me for what I say. I mean, man, I done made y'all mad about a lot of things. But it's a lot of people out there who are lost. Okay? And without management, they would probably be anywhere, everywhere, helpless, homeless. You see what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people don't believe in pimps and don't understand why people need pimps. But I'm telling you, throughout my life, I've met a lot of women who have needed management. It's so funny how the universe works, because when a man see a woman lost and turned out, really and truly not good enough to be his woman, especially if he has that pimping mindset, he gonna grab her up, make something out of her, turn her into an old superstar, unless she one of them poop butts, the ones that, you know, I forgot how Martina called them, but they $40. They gonna stay $40 forever. 'cause they good for what they good for, child. You know, I mean, I don't understand everything. I don't condone everything. But when pimpin' type men see certain kinds of women who need assistance or management, those men make those women a part of their stable, their hoes. When women see a man that needs management and guidance, they make the men their husband. That's what I hate about us females. We always trying to nurture some dum-dum. The clubs really did manage to book us and looked like Gangster City. Some nights I'd be on stage singing, and when I looked at who was in the room, I had to start praying. Lord, please don't let anybody in here pull out his thing and start shooting. Lou, Mommy is working, baby. I knew we couldn't go on like this. I just didn't know how to deal with it. Before I could figure out how to get us away from Lily, things got really scary. Lily turned violent with Sarah. He'd bought her all kinds of expensive gifts, including furs in every color of the rainbow. And I guess he thought that meant he owned her. Ooh, them other women was working hard to buy Sarah Dash them furs and jewelries and things. Finesse pimps. They got this kind of pimp called the Mexican pimp. I ain't too happy with them kind, because them kind be on the corner all day, watching you every day on your back. Why you ain't got me my money yet? What is you doing, girl? You know, that's what they call a Mexican pimp. But I forget the types of pimps. The ones that I know for sure is finesse. That's what I think Bishop Don Juan is. Kenny Red, Martina said that he was a finesse pimp and sort of a gorilla pimp. That means to me that he would beat your ass and then buy you something. Oh, tennis shoe pimps. That's the other kind of pimp. I don't think I could respect a pimp that wore tennis shoes. But man, I mean, it's 2024. I will never forget the night we were at his apartment in Brooklyn and Lily's temper turned deadly. I can't remember what he and Sarah were arguing about, but I will never forget what he said. Bitch, I'll kill you. What did I tell you? Ninjas will kill you. When a man tell you that he will kill you, believe him, because men don't fall in love often. You know, they take that stuff very seriously. Oh my God, bitch, I done fell in love with you and now you gonna act like you don't want me no more? Bitch, I'll kill you. Believe them. Okay, because ninjas be lunches. Men will kill you. They are crazy. I could tell by the way he said it, he meant it. But it wasn't just his tone that made me know he was for real. Lily had picked up his pistol and he was holding it on Sir. Oh, shiz. Ooh. Didn't I tell you believe a ninja when he say he'll kill you? I don't know what came over me, but the next thing I knew, I was in the middle between Sir and Lily and a loaded pistol. Even though I was unarmed, he was outmatched. I might have been scared, but I wasn't going out like that. And if I had anything to say about it, Sir wasn't either. Chubby had set the example for me when she stood up to Daddy. I don't know what I thought I was going to do, so I did the only thing I could. I prayed to God, and then I started talking fast and furious. If you shoot her, you're going to have to shoot me too. Oh, look at this. Look at Patti LaBelle being old super saver hoe. Oh, girl. Oh, but Sarah was like your sister, so I get it. Lily shrugged. If that's how it's going to be. My mind started swirling. Uh-oh. This nigga's serious. He might take us both out. Answer, yeah. My mind started swirling. What was I going to do now? How was I going to get us out of their life? And then God answered my prayers. If you shoot both of us, you're not going to have a group, I told Lily. And if you don't have a group, who will you manage? We'll all lose. That seemed to get his attention, so I kept on talking. And there's a damn good chance you will end up in jail. He looked at me, then he looked at Sir. I'll deal with you later, bitch, he said to her. And then he walked out. There were other ugly incidents before Sir, Nona, and I were finally able to sever our ties with Lily. That's because Lily was a pimp. There are choosing fees, honey. And Patti Labelle didn't quite understand that. I know, well, let me put it this way. She knew, she just ain't trying to say it in this book. Okay? Sir, fucking around with a pimp. There were other ugly incidents before Sir, Nona, and I were finally able to sever our ties with Lily. It took an overseas connection to do it. Her name was Vicky Wickman, the London TV producer we met a few years earlier when we appeared on her show, Ready, Steady, Go. Vicky and I had kept in touch over the years, and she had always said she wanted to produce an album with us. When we were still signed to Atlantic, she had even approached Jerry Wexler, the label's renowned vice president and the man who coined the term rhythm and blues for what used to be called race records. Vicky asked him to let her produce a few songs for us, but Wexler turned her down cold. I never understood why, since he was devoting so much of his time and energy to Aretha Franklin, producing some of her greater releases, starting with I Never Loved a Man the Way I Loved You. In the meantime, the Bluebells were not getting the attention or the push we thought we deserved. In late 1969, Vicky and I hooked up again when she was in New York working with Kit Lambert and Chris Stamp, who were managing the English rock group The Who. I told her we were out of our contract with Atlantic and asked her if she was still interested in producing us. To my delight, she said absolutely, but first she had to talk to Kit about financing the project on his new London label, Track Records. One night, Kit came riding up to the Apollo in the longest stretch limo I have ever seen. Vicky had brought him to catch our show. Afterwards, when he gave Vicky the green light to sign us to the label, I knew we had taken our first step away from Leroy Lilly. The next step was convincing Vicky to manage us. When Nona and I asked her, she was reluctant. Her plan was to produce one album with us and go back to London. Besides, she argued she didn't know a single thing about managing a group. Maybe she didn't, but I knew Lily didn't either. And we had to get away from him before somebody seriously got hurt. So I kept badgering Vicky until she finally agreed. When Lily found out, he went ballistic. Because there is a choosing fee, girl. You can't just walk away from no pimp. You got to pay him to leave, girl. Unless whoever the new pimp is come up and be like, hey, look. You just got knocked, okay? Your girl chose me. She paid me to come over here to you and tell you, you got knocked, nigga, you got knocked. Now, if it's two strong pimps, then the hoe is going to have to pay both. Say goodbye to daddy number one. Here go, I don't know how much the hoe is worth, $25,000 or maybe $25, okay? But you got to pay either way. You got to pay to leave. You can't just walk away from no damn pimp. When Lily found out, he went ballistic. He made it clear he had no plans to let anyone move in on his territory. Lily threatened to put Vicky at the bottom of a river. We took him seriously. After all, I had been there when he pulled the gun and threatened to use it. Vicky had to get her lawyer involved before we could break free. Oh, okay. Pimps don't want to get lawyers involved. Okay, you can have them. You can have them. Pass. They yours. You know that's what white folks do. They don't fight back. They fight back. They fight litigiously. Once Vicky agreed to manage us, she was full of ideas about the direction we should take. The fights started early, and from day one, they were intense.
Taking a ride on the east side, made a left on MLK. What a beautiful day, what a beautiful day. Riding high on the west side, looking for a hood rat to play. Won't you come out and play? Won't you come out and play? Hey, taking a ride. Hey, hey, on the south side. Ooh, ooh. Hey, hey, hey.